Good morning everyone and welcome to the second Christmassy video of 2019. I just thought I will run through a few things that I've got for my decorating my room at uni, because I know it can be quite complicated trying to think of what you can afford and what will suit your room, what kind of, just generally how to decorate your room for Christmas as a student. So I'm going to run through some things I picked up this year and a couple of things from last year. I think only one thing is from before then, but yeah, I'm just going to show them all to you and give you maybe some ideas and then show you the final product of what everything looks like. If you haven't got your Christmassy attire on yet, or like this, a nice Christmassy leg and some fluffy socks, a Wham jumper or any Christmas jumper, and of course your chosen hot drink, get that now, because this is going to give you some fab ideas for decorating your uni room, or even not even just your uni room but your house at home, your bedroom at home, or your own house, or anywhere really. Any of these techniques really can be used for any room. It's just a few little bits really to give it a little festive edge. It's not like ultimate Christmas, it's just kind of that's nice, let's do that, that's nice. I might even wait until the 4th of December to put up this video, because then the Christmas tree will be done as well, and I think that's really going to help the whole festiveness come together. But I will say the price of the Christmas tree and any other decorations I get in the meantime when I've got them. So yeah, the first thing I'll start off with is this Wham Last Christmas jumper from Primark, obviously, because who doesn't love a bit of Primark at Christmas / the whole year round. This was €12 I think, and I got it in a large, I think, which is a 14 to 16 UK. I'm a 10 to 12 usually, so it's a little bit oversized. I'll stand up to give a proper full length thing.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean.
So yeah, it's just a really nice, basic, subtle Christmassy touch for if you want to have a Christmas jumper but don't want to go, sequins, bells, glitter, sound. They've got one in Primark at the moment which plays Walking in a Winter Wonderland when you click the button. If you're into that, go for it. It's quite a nice looking jumper as well, but for the more subtle amongst you, this is quite a nice one to go for, I believe. Carrying on with the Primark trend, I picked up, obviously, a festive candle, which is lit at the moment. This is Christmas Tree, which is amazing. I didn't actually like the winter spice, it was too fruity. It wasn't as sort of cinnamony and clovey as some of the others are, so I wasn't as keen, but this was €1 and it burns for up to 16 hours, so I mean, that's glorious. You can't really go wrong, can you? Not really. Moving on to a shop which exists in quite a few countries across Europe. I'm not sure about the US or anywhere else external to Europe, but I know it exists here in the Netherlands, it exists in the UK, Denmark, there's quite a few of them, which is Flying Tiger. Sometimes it's called Tiger, sometimes it's called just Tiger, Copenhagen, that kind of thing. This is from last year. I just thought this was really cute. It's just a little wooden train with Christmassy, I should turn that around, Christmassy characters on it. So you've got a little Santa, a snowman, is that a reindeer or a mouse? I think it's supposed to be a mouse, a Christmas mouse. And then the same again with the Father Christmases and the snowmen. Mid-Christmas last year they had a sale on where there was a whole stand which was just €1 for every single thing on there. And I got this there, so this was €1. I just think that's really cute. I normally set it up around my candles as a little sort of display on my table, so I'll probably be doing that again this year. I also got from Tiger these are probably my favourite Christmas decorations because they're not just generic baubles, they actually, you know, they're material, they're all individual. So I've got a little girl who I think is adorable, and I've got a little sort of pixie character with a bell who's also quite cute, and finally I've got an angel. And last year I had a tiny tree and I actually used this as the angel on top of my tree. I just plopped her right on top and she was perfect actually, because they have no like filling, no lining or anything, they just sort of sit right on top, which is quite nice. Now, a company which I know doesn't exist in the UK, but it does exist here in the Netherlands, is called Hema, and it does sort of, it's kind of like homeware meets clothing meets stationery. It's kind of another everything shop at very reasonable prices. So I got this set. I think there's a shiny one as well. And I think there were about 30 baubles in there, and it cost about €10, so not too bad. Oh, I forgot to say, these cloth characters were €1 each again. Yeah, so there should be, oh yeah, here we go. Come on, it's hooked onto my lights. So, it's these 3 different varieties, so there's 10 of each, 30 in the back, and I think that was about, no, I think it was €7.50, it was €7.50, which isn't too bad. I mean, they're not the best quality, obviously, but for a student, they're absolutely fine, and they help fill up the tree, more to the point. I also got from Hema these, which I just think are beautiful. They are glass baubles, and they're different designs, so that's got glittery stars on it. I don't know if you can see, sort of, yeah. Glittery stars. We've got a polka dot in glitter as well. My personal favourite, the reindeer and stars in white glitter. There's only one of this, which is a glittery red star, also very cute. And finally, glittery reindeer, because what's more Christmassy than that? The third thing I got from Hema was these little wooden, hand-painted, I imagine, characters. So there's an angel there. Please focus. No, not going to happen. A Father Christmas and a snowman. And it came in a pack of quite a few more than that. I think it was about 10 or 12. And I think that was €2.50, so about £2.15, which isn't too bad at all, really. And they're just really cute. Again, I like them because they're not fake, they're things you would keep every single year, whereas these will probably do me 2 more years, and then I'll just... The next things I got are also Christmas decorations, which are actually from my Busy Bee shop, the garden centre, which the video went up on December 1st, my first Christmas video, and I really love these. So these are wooden, this is a Christmas tree obviously, with some gold hand-painted stars on, and there's a star with the same, so they're quite cute, they go quite nicely. And they were, I think they were £1.95 or £1.50 each, which again isn't bad for some nice Christmas decorations that you'll keep every year. This is the thing, Christmas is an investment, because I feel like once you've got your decorations, you sort of keep the basics for every single year, and then you just add individual items to them as you go along. You don't like do a whole new big Christmas bauble shop. The third bauble I got from Busy Bee, which is, I think this is my favourite Christmas decoration full stop, is this little bell-shaped bauble with snowflake cutouts and a little bow on top. It's not actually a bell, we checked. I mean, Mum thought it was because I wasn't believing at first. If you've seen Polar Express, you'll know exactly what I mean. And I had a bit of a panic, but then I realised that when Mum's was jingling, it was because it was knocking against another one, not because I don't believe. So there we go. And I just think that's really pretty, and that was £1.95. So again, very reasonable for what it is. The next thing I got was from a shop called Action, which I know they've got one here in the Netherlands because obviously that's where I got it from. I think they might have one in Germany. They don't have one in the UK as far as I know, but again, just look around, they'll have things similar. It's this candle holder, which I've had on my table. It's aluminium stars on a nice wooden base, and you just slip 4 tea lights in there, and you can have scented tea lights, normal tea lights, whatever. On my kitchen table I tend to have non-scented because there's been whole studies into the effect of scented candles when you're eating. You can't properly taste your food because your senses are being interfered with, because you're smelling something which doesn't correspond with what you're eating. So there's a fun fact for you. Yeah, I just thought that was really lovely. That was £6.78 or something really random like that, quite a random price, but I just think that's really nice, and that will last me again all year round, because I mean these are metal, this is wood, that'll last me for many a Christmas to come. I went for the stars. They also had Christmas trees, but I thought if I get stars then I can keep them out for longer because they're not only Christmas related like a Christmas tree is. They, you know, can stay out. They also had smaller ones which were like just that bit cut off, which were cheaper obviously, but then there's only one tea light, and no, I wanted to have a bit more than one tea light, thank you very much. The other thing I got from Action was these lights, which have a glass and baubles and have little white glittery reindeer on them, which I just thought were really cute, and obviously they light up. And yeah, I've had them on my windowsill because they just sit really nicely there, and I just think how cute. These were £1.68, which I think is very reasonable for, I'm not sure how many baubles you get on there, shall I count them? Oh no, I've done it. Oh, I've tangled it up, hang on. 15. Yeah, 15 baubles on there. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. The next thing I got was from Aldi, and I know they've got them in many a place, especially the UK and the Netherlands. And this was quite random. I picked this up right before checkout in that trap of a middle aisle. I never go down there because I never know what I'm going to find, but I went down because Christmas, isn't it? And I got a hyacinth, well, 3 hyacinth bulbs. This is a very Christmassy flower. Is it considered a flower? Christmassy bulb, we'll call it that. And it started to actually bloom. I got it in a blue because I thought that was more Christmassy than a pink, for me anyway. And yeah, it was £1.85, and I just thought it'd be nice to have a wintry kind of flower, brighten things up, still have a bit more green around, because green automatically improves your mood. When you see greenery and foliage, it's supposed to be a mood enhancer, so I thought around the Christmas time, the darker days, when everything's going a bit more cloudy and overcast, just brighten things up a little bit. And I think they're going to smell good when they bloom. That'll be nice. An absolute winter essential is your favourite scented candle. I don't think it really matters if it's directly Christmassy, because any scent is going to make you feel cosy, really. So this is my absolute favourite scented candle of all time. It's from a place called Enzie Garden Centre, which is near Devon, and it's called Agar Wood Amber from the Madame Tranquille, I don't know if I'm saying that right, range. And I've honestly never smelled a better candle, really. And some scented candles don't smell properly across the room. I mean, this one from Primark isn't particularly good at emanating its scent, but this one really does, and also it covers up cooking smells. And if you're in a studio like me, so your kitchen is in the same room as your bed, sometimes you don't want to go to bed with, you know, cooking smells lingering around, especially if you've been cooking meat or something like a curry that really has a strong scent. And this really helps to cut through that lingering. smelliness. The next thing I put up in my room, which is actually not something I bought, but something my family and I have made over a few years and is very, very personal, is a sock calendar. So this is basically a string that I hang across my wall. It will go up there, you'll see that later, and you clip socks for each day on it, and you put the chocolate in there, or the sticker, or the whatever you put in your calendar, and me and my brother used to open that every day. So I'll just show you today's. So it's a little sock like that, and Mum's actually pre-filled these for me before I came back to uni, and that one's got a chocolate elf in it, so thank you Mum for that. Yeah, so that's really cute and it makes it look really Christmassy. We actually made those socks from either our own socks or we stitched them. We're very into sewing, very into knitting, our family, and yeah, basically that's it. You may have noticed behind me I have this chocolate calendar. Now this is actually for my boyfriend when he comes, because obviously he'll be here during Advent and I'd like to have something for him to open. And this was 89p from Aldi. Well, no, sorry, 89 cents, which is around 80p. I mean, you can't really go wrong. It's a nice image to have, even if you weren't to open the doors, which sounds silly because why wouldn't you open the doors? It's chocolate. But no, it's just a really nice thing to have, and it's probably going to go up there somewhere above the sofa, and just sit there very nicely. We've now got my absolute favourite thing in this whole haul. If you go to Primark, you need to check out the Christmas bedding, because I've never seen nicer, more wintry, more Christmassy bedding than this. And it was, so I got 2 pillowcases and a double duvet cover for €25, which is about £20, £21, which isn't that bad. It's brushed cotton, so it's 100% cotton, which can make drying it harder, but in my experience it hasn't. It just makes it a bit more creased, but if you have an iron, that's fine, and otherwise if you don't really mind having a creased bed, that's fine. So you've got a little penguin on there, a hare, polar bear, reindeer, Christmas tree, all wearing Christmassy scarves and jumpers, and I just think that's going to be the nicest, snuggliest bedding. Because I have some already that's like a checked pattern, which is navy, red and white, which is quite Christmassy, but nothing compared to that. And that's brushed cotton as well, but I thought, no, we'll get some new ones for this final year, and really make it special. And then a final thing is something I've had for a few years now, I think it's about 3 years, which is just, you know, you've got to have it. Christmas slippers. Who doesn't love a pair of Christmas slippers? And if your ears get cold, a pair of Christmas earmuffs. No, don't do that, that's ridiculous. So just Christmas slippers, and obviously Christmas pyjamas are a necessity, so I'll be going to get them today, actually, when you're watching this video on the 3rd of December, if you're watching it on the 3rd of December. So yeah, I think that's actually it from me, apart from all the extra bits, like lights and the Christmas tree, which are actually coming later on. I'm waiting till my boyfriend comes so we can decorate the tree together. I know, we're adorable, what can I say? But yeah, so we're going to be doing that together, and we're going to obviously be playing all the Christmas tunes and having Glhwein, which is a German version of mulled wine. I think it might even be the original, and mulled wine came from that. So I actually got a bottle from Aldi, I'll show you that now. So this is the Glhwein, it's got a nice Christmassy design on it as well. This was £1.99 for the whole bottle, and that will do about 5 glasses around. We always get this at Christmas, even for in the UK, because it's just a really nice Christmassy drink. And yeah, oh yeah, I'll tell you what's in it. Red wine, sugar and spices with an extract from, oh god, code now, cloves, cinnamon, orange and lemon zest. That is some good translation skills from me. It's in Dutch, just to prove that I'm not just bad at reading English. It's in Dutch. I don't speak that, but you know what? 3 years living here, you pick some things up. So there you go. There are some little extra bits that you'll see when I do the full room show in just a minute. Like I've got some reindeer decals in my window that look like they're flying, which I thought was quite cute. That's again from the Busy Bee Garden Centre, and I think it was $3.98 for the whole pack, which is quite expensive for what they are, but they're reusable, they're not adhesive, so I'll be able to use those multiple years before they give up. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got a little bit of Christmas inspiration. Crinspiration? No, that doesn't work. Yes, I hope you got a bit of Christmas inspiration, feeling a bit more festive, got your red on, got your Christmassy-ness going on. If you're not feeling festive yet, whack on some Wham. Whack on some Last Christmas, some Walking in a Winter Wonderland. I'll tell you who the best person to listen to at Christmas time ever is Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby has the best Christmas album ever. Ever, ever, ever. At least that's what I used to listen to in my childhood. That's the one thing that gets me really Christmassy. So if you're looking for something to listen to, go ahead and bada bing. That was awful. But go ahead and check out Bing Crosby, and you will not regret it. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe or like it, or both if you're feeling charitable in this festive charitable season. Have an amazing Christmas, have an amazing December, and thank you again. Bye.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas. A winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.